Grade 6, Subject Science, Chapter 8, Body Movements, Module 4. Objectives. At the end of the session, you will acquire knowledge about gait of some animals like earthworm, snail, cockroach, birds, and fish. Let's watch. You know that bones, joints, and muscles in our body help us move in different ways. Just like humans, many animals also have bones, joints, and muscles which help them move. But what about the animals that do not have bones and joints in them at all? Really, these animals have no bones in their body. The body of an earthworm is made up of many rings of muscle. All the rings are joined together. Let's watch how an earthworm moves. During movement, the earthworm first extends the front part of the body, keeping the rear portion fixed to the ground. Then it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. It shortens the body and pulls the rear end forward. This makes it move forward by small distance. Repeating such muscle expansions and contractions, the earthworm can move through soil. If you look at the bottom side of the earthworm's body, you will see that it has a lot of tiny hair-like things. These tiny hair-like things are called bristles. These bristles are connected to the muscles and they help the earthworm get a grip on the ground and push ahead. The earthworm can move these bristles in and out and move through the soil or on the ground. The earthworm can move better on slightly rough surfaces rather than super smooth surfaces. Can you guess why? That's because the bristles need to get a grip for the earthworm to move. On a smooth surface like glass, it doesn't get that grip. The earthworm secretes a slimy substance that helps it in movement. Earthworm eats their way through the soil. It swallows the soils along with roots, leaves, etc. and excretes the undigested part. This undigested excretion makes the soil fertile and rich. What's this animal? Yes, it's a snail. Snails move quite slowly. Snails are also creatures without bones, so their muscles help them move. The big shell that you see on the snail is hard and a part of snail's body that grows with the snail. It helps protect the snail as the snail can retreat into its shell. The shell does not help the snail move. In fact, the snail has to drag the shell along wherever it goes. The snail has one large foot. This is the muscle that helps the snail move. The snail is another animal that moves around with just its muscles. It can move even though it has no bones or joints. This is an animal you have all seen and I am sure you don't like, a cockroach. Cockroaches have no bones and joints either. Still you know they can move fast and they can fly. Cockroaches have 6 legs, so they have 3 pairs of legs. The muscles near the legs helps the legs move so the cockroach can run or walk. Cockroaches have 4 wings, which is 2 pairs of wings. The muscles near the chest helps the wings move, which lets the cockroach fly. They have a hard structure on the outside of their body. We can call it outer skeleton. It's not really a skeleton, but it helps a little in movement. Just like humans, many animals also have bones, joints, and muscles which help them move. But even though these creatures have bones and joints, they don't move in the same way that we do. How birds fly? Birds fly in the sky. Have you wondered how they do that? Birds can walk, fly, and swim. Birds can fly because their bodies are well suited for flying. The bones of a bird are light and hollow with air sacs. This makes the bird's body lighter to fly. The bones of the hind limbs are typical for walking and perching. The bony parts of the forelimbs are modified as wings. The shoulder bones are strong. The breastbones are modified to hold muscles of flight which are used to move the wings up and down. How fish swim? Fish have bones too, and they have a different way of moving. Fish swim in the water. Fish can balance itself in water and move in any direction because of its body shape. It's wide in the middle and narrow at the front and back. Such a shape is called a streamlined shape. Because of this streamlined shaped body, fish can move or swim in water. How do fish swim? They do it by twisting their body and tail back and forth. The fish bends one way and then the other in a wave-like rhythm and keeps pushing forward. The muscle around the skeleton stretch and relax alternately. That helps the fish to move in an S curve. They use their back fin called the caudal fin to push them through the water. That is, the tail fin helps them to move in the water. There are also other fins which helps the fish to balance itself and steer. Flippers on divers' feet work like the fish fins and help the diver move easily in deep water. So, let's recap. Earthworms move by alternate extension and contraction of the body muscles. Tiny bristles on the underside of the body help in gripping the ground. Snails move with the help of a muscular foot. The body and legs of cockroaches have hard coverings forming an outer skeleton. The muscles of the breast, connected with 3 pairs of legs and 2 pairs of wings, help the cockroach to walk and fly. Strong muscles and light bones work together to help the birds fly. They fly by flapping their wings. Fish swim by forming loops alternately on 2 sides of the body. That's all for today. Before we wind up, let's check out the follow-up activity for today. Google and find out which organ helps the earthworms to breathe. Find it out and come the next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.